What is the cost of living? The cost of living refers to how much money people need to live, that is, purchase food, clothing, transport, a home, pay utility bills, healthcare, and other basic items. In some cases, how much people pay towards their children's or their own education is also included when calculating the cost of living. The amount of money an individual requires to maintain a minimum standard of living is the cost of living. Economists and policymakers use the cost of living as a measurement that allows them to compare prices and expenses over time, and also between different locations. New York City, for example, has a much higher cost of living than Buffalo, which is in the same state. This means that people have to spend more to maintain an average quality of life in New York City than in Buffalo. The cost of living in large cities is typically higher than in rural areas. So what's the difference between cost of living and standard of living? Some people use the two terms interchangeably. However, this is a mistake because their meanings are completely different. The standard of living of a country or area refers to how well people live there. It is an indication of people's general wealth, comfort, material properties, health, access to healthcare, level of education and access to it, and ability to pay for necessities and luxuries. The cost of living is simply how much it costs to live in a certain way in a specific geographical area. If a country has a high cost of living, that does not tell us much about its standard of living. How much do people earn? Do they have access to universal free healthcare? Is education free and accessible? How long do people live? What is the country's literacy rate? Do parents get paid maternity or paternity leave? How much leisure time do workers get? And what is the country's level of infrastructure? Thank you for watching this brief video on cost of living.